quick 5 minute chat for a recap of the weekend, and that's it. I'm a man of few words this morning, but I thought I'd stop in just to see who might come in. And right now, I'm talking to an empty room. I got thumbs up, but nobody was in. So somebody was nice enough to come by and give me a thumbs up. We was going to play a little bit of guitar, but the arthritis has set in so bad I can't even play a chord. So what are you going to do? Bobby, what's up? Bibby, how you been? As you can see, we got a new member here. It's Harry Mike. He was picked up this weekend. Hey, Mara, how you doing? How's the Florida weather this morning? Just moved. Where you moved to? Same state or out of state? If I ever have to move, it's going to be a 3-day event because I got so much stuff. We'll see. It's Georgia, huh? I think that's what that is. It's been in the 50s. That's what's going to be here today. 50 degrees. Head out to the dog DP after this because I got to get out walking a little bit. 4-day event to move. Whoa, how about that? That's weird. I just discovered I got a hole in my trousers. Right there in the secret spot. There's my man Larry. How you doing, Larry? You're a busy man. You are Mr. Live. I seen you last night on the big show. So, quick morning chat. Quick review on some of the stuff I found and some of the stuff I'm going to get ready to post. So, and here comes. Are you even going to be able to come up in here? Huh? Lunatune. Great White North. What's up there? Okay, have a good day. Tanya, how you doing? Anybody find any good stuff? It's right now. What do we got? Buying space. Hey. Oh, that's Tom. I mean, that's Myra. I'm ready to I might do a little bit of sea glass hunting today too. I gotta check the tides and see what's happening out there. A lot of the big thing in our state this year, the sand blew in, so it covers everything up. Instead of blowing out, it's replenished itself where I go. So we'll check it out and see what's out there. Dude, do a video on it if you got old bottles on your house. You moved into an old house. Used to be where they threw them were in the cross spaces. If you find old cans under there, check them out because that would be awesome if somebody would have thrown old beer cans under there. Because they'll be preserved and they'll probably just be dirty. You could have a little gold mine. When people used to redo porches, built in 44. I don't know how good they're doing the bottles, but at that year, I'd rather see, you could have some good milk bottles under there. At that year, that was built, hope for beer cans, because that's when you can find Shamrock Pixie. Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday back at you. You find those cone tops, those old beer cans, you got a mint. So you hopefully had a at it like drinking beer and throwing stuff across space or under the porch. Then, and you got to do a video if you got it. Very simple to do. Hey, Buccaneer Dogs, how you doing? I know you. Now, we've got that's Glass House Greg, man. That dude has a great collection. Hal to have his own channel. That's you'll see him in when we do some of those clean outs. Jennifer Hayes and Bluegrass, what's up? Dude, I was going to play guitar, but look at my hand. And now I can't play it. No, I actually stink. So I'm gonna list some stuff today. I think I'm ready to start selling, so I can replenish the stock for this upcoming spring, because I plan on hitting it hard and filling my house full of more treasure. So hopefully all that happens. GM Crockers, who's that? Oh, Crockers Lockers. Wow, dude, that dude can play guitar for real. If I don't know their names yet. I've heard it and I watched some of their videos, but I'm starting to watch more. But they were doing a live and he was back with his guitar, Bluegrass. That dude, you want to see somebody play the guitar? That dude can play. He was flying around on that acoustic. It's the dude. I'll learn your name because I'll watch your lives the next time you're on. I watch your videos anyway, but we'll see as I watch it. These guys buy the lockers and clean them out, and that's another ball game because that's a hit or miss. Do you think that when they sell those lockers that they're pre-picked at some of these sites? It just seems like the person that owns that thing can go in there and pre-picked before they even sell the locker. Oh, they are pre-picked. See, that stinks. Because they can get some good stuff out of there before you even touch it. David Carr, Boot Picker. What's up, man? He's always late and he's on time this morning. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Not supposed to be, but they are, especially at lower end facilities. See, I knew they'd go in there and pre-pick those things. And that's why I'm scared to do it. And big pile of my treasure ready to go to Goodwill. You send it on down to Harry, and I'll watch it for a small fee. Because you got better treasure than me. So you tell your wife that we're going to take it down to Harry's if you keep messing with my stuff. You'll have to just have me come in and take a little more stuff the next time. Hopefully you can find the high-end small things that you can take, and I'll take the big stuff, like the Ventriloquist dummies and guitars and stuff. She just wants the silver and gold, man. What good's that? It's not fun. Bluegrass, if you do one, of course, if you buy a locker, you're going to have to film it for historic preservation and facts while you're cleaning that out, so we can see what you're finding. So I don't think I'll do any of the locker buys. I think they do that while I'm at work. So if they fire me at work, then I'm going to have to go to Plan B, and that will be the third thing I do. Because good thing here is if I cleaned out a locker, and if I didn't want some stuff, I could stick it out in front of my house, and they'll pick up whatever it is. Like you guys, I think some people have to pay to have beds taken and stuff like that. If I stuck appliances out, they'd be gone before the morning. Beds, the trash guys got to take it. Furniture, trash guys got to take it. 95 for the 80 holiday Barbie. We found a stack of those one time, and my partner in crime, he sold them. He had a Frank Sinatra Nancy. These boots are made for walking Nancy Sinatra one, and that did pretty good. So 88 holiday Barbie. How many did they make in 88? Just one? Or did they have different ones? What was special about that one? That's a lot of money. Van Gogh, yeah, that was the one I remember. That was that designer, Vincent Van Gogh, Barbie. Yep. And you didn't even want those until you got home. It's a good thing you took them back. Oh, that's the first year, the 88. I see them at yard sales and I just go past them. So if I see them for a couple bucks, now I'm going to have to look for the 88 Barbie. Because I'll sell stinking Barbies all day long. Found one of those old black cases of Barbies one time. It's just full of the old vintage clothing. So I think it was like the first 2 years they made Barbie. And I actually sold all that stuff. Even My Pretty Pony. An old My Pretty Pony. And I think people buy that strawberry shortcake stuff too. I'll sell it all. Cha-ching. Samantha, how you doing? Good morning to you. So I'm looking out onto the treasure map this morning to see that nothing's happening around here still. I've got a little bit of time left to just start looking to see what's happening. So we're still about 5 weeks out from pop-up yard sales. We have a flea market, but it sucks. It's the same people out there, and they're selling the same things they sold over the last 10 years. Probably stuff they bought from me, and then they run down at their flea market. So all the stuff looks familiar because I've already sold it, and they're marked it up a few bucks. Bubblehead Barbie. Haven't seen one of those. You know, I think I found the original Barbie at a yard sale, and the head was off, and I was scared to buy it. I should have. It was the very first one, because that head could have been popped back on. Ready to start doing the one in Jersey. I'm going to sneak over there and do a Berlin auction, it's called. And I hear there's still good treasure out there, so I'm going to start hitting that one. I think you could do it on Sundays, or I could hit some Jersey yard sales and then head over to that. So we'll see. Yeah, I think I had one of those Barbies one time and had the original case, but I was scared that it had a possibility of being a repro. Then I'd have just had a headless Barbie, some kind of funky old ritual. So get rid of the whole kit and caboodle. Georgina, oh, you changed your picture, Georgina. Good morning or good evening to you. You're probably about 6 o'clock there, maybe. What's it, 9:02? I don't know how much difference you guys are. Afternoon. 2 p.m. So it's not too bad. So if we're on late night, if you're up, it's 3 and 4 in the morning, just coming back from a party. If party. So right now we got all the resellers and sellers and collectors in the house. Check each other out. A lot of good sites in here. And Bluegrass is going to play guitar later on today. I'm going to check that out too. You doing that, Till? If you're still in here, Bluegrass, you going to play guitar later on today for your open sessions. Yeah, I'm getting close to that 1K. I don't even have close to the hours though. So I do these pop-up chats. I don't know if I'm gonna really worry about too much. One day I'll get the hours. Yeah, divers, oh my, yeah. I was watching Triple D, his last one. He's at Burlington Coat Factory, and he gets a pair of Beats, and he hasn't got back to me if they work or not. But why would, I guess if you return something to a store, they just throw it in the trash. It's tempting. The 9-pound hammer. What's up? Weekly report, your average 4 hours screen time per day. Whoa, I hope this stuff don't give you brain tumors, because I'm going to, some people were saying when you mess with the cell phones, it gives you cancer, brain cancer. Well, I'm on my way. Got a couple lumps back here. So we'll see. Car boot picker. David, I think he's in the UK too, aren't you? I think he is. Mate, or you're Australian, one or the other. An Aussie or a Brit. You guys kind of slowly talk, a little bit talk the same too. Mate or bloke. Northern Ireland, okay. You get a real good winter up there, or is it just all green and rainy in the winter? Ireland. I'm in Ireland. My family was I think I had a family member get kicked out of there a long time ago in the 1700s. They pointed this way, so that's how we all started. Old great grandpa Humstone told him beat it. It's a big see, somebody knows you're in here. We'll be leaving in a few. That's where my ancestors were kicked out of Britain, Scotland, Ireland, and probably the Netherlands. A couple of those places with some of the names that we came over with. So Moore was one of them, and I think Moore's an Irish name. So they were all stuck on the boat and said, head over there and start chopping down trees because we want you out of here. So that's how a lot of us came to the United States. We got kicked out of our countries. We were all big pain in the butts. Debord. Is that like French? You want, see, you're going up the ladder. So that means the Halloween stuff's going. You're just going to do strictly guns and old gun oil tins. That's high dollar there, Glass House. High dollar. French. The Midwest is full of the Scandinavian people too, aren't they? All up in the Minnesota areas and all that. Halloween forever. Yeah. You want to see a Halloween collection? I did show a video, but that was just because they belong to Glass House Greg, and he has stuff from the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Good stuff. Very hard to find, so contact me with your old Halloween stuff, and I'll be sure to help take it off your hands. The Germans and Swiss are in the North Missouri. Missouri's got a lot of old good picking towns too, I'm sure. Especially when I look at that Hannibal and St. Joe's and see all those big Victorians, those 1860 houses and 1870s, and they've got to be loaded with all that good treasure. So what me and Glasshouse got to quit work and get one of those vans and start taking off. Yeah, somebody has to. A lot of these people last night. Hey, Philly, how you doing? They were saying they were going to binge watch and just leave their computer on, binge watch people so they can get their hours. If you when you start getting enough subs, I think you'll get your hours. The subs that are going to watch your stuff, and I watch bluegrass and stuff, and a lot of these, and some of these people don't do anything. They just they're watchers. They have few videos, and I watch what they have. Lockers, they got a real good site, so they're going to have no problem in the future. They're going to keep picking up subs and keep picking up, and they're entertaining enough that they're worth watching. Just like some of the people that aren't in here, it's more like Tommy and Tracy and a couple of pickers. They're all fun to watch, so they'll get their hours one way or the other. Bluegrass, you'll get your hours. Keep playing guitar and singing. Yeah, you're slowly starting to take off with subs too, so you're going to be fine if you want to get monetized in the future. I just do this to be silly, and I've learned a lot from other people what's hot, other things to actually consider on picking up when I'm at yard sales, because I wouldn't. If I start seeing some of this clothing, I kind of look through it for the vintage stuff. But vintage clothing is hard to find, and I know I don't want to buy new stuff. But if I see a brand new box of Michael Jordan sitting on a table, I'm grabbing them. I know they're worth something. So you should bluegrass still alive. I'll jump in with you. Not to later on the day or the night. You put a couple people in there with you too. If you get some of the heavy hitters to jump in with you, your name gets out there a lot. We're still beginning this. I'm at 1 year doing YouTube. This is when I did my first ones last year, and I never even thought about going live until I had a couple apple ciders one night and said, "What the hell, I'll do it." Because if I have something to loosen up my dry throat, then I can talk to anybody. Henry, how you doing? That's right. Get in there and get quick. Look, I've got a good diet plan for you. You'll have to check it out. It's the HH20 coming up. It's a revolutionary diet which gives you quick feet to be able to beat that person up the driveway and get the stuff before they even get there. And it'll get you out of bed earlier. You don't need as much sleep. So tune in later down the road for the HH20 revolutionary diet and yard sale plan. It's coming. Star Trekker, how you doing? How you been? Is that what you Star Trekker guys do? People? Good luck, Henry. Yeah, you should. That's right. But down the road, bluegrass, you ever want? I'll jump in with you. I'm gonna change how I do. I don't think anybody can come in on the whatever device I'm uh, streaming from right now. I guess you got to get the one. There's a couple of them, so I'm gonna have to download those so I can have people join in. We'll get little squares in here to make it a little more interesting than listening to one guy chat the whole time. Because Harry might hear, he don't say much. He just sits and watches. If this thing moves, I want to know. I'll do a live one time. Let this thing sit here for about 5 minutes, and if it moves, will it be worth more money too? That's the thing. A real haunted that you only do 20 hours. So, and I was watching StreamYard, and it seems like people's voices go funky on there. I don't know if it's I don't know if that will happen or not. Is my voice ever muffled, or does it sound pretty good? Because the replays, I think they're good. This seems I got a good computer too, so It's not that old. I know people have problems because they've got old computers, and you start getting those stills and all that. Plus, we have Verizon, so I can have 10 devices on here. It still doesn't affect it. I don't think nobody ever says, "Hey, you're lagging," or "Hey, your voice sucks." You will let me sing, and then you'll start hearing, "Hey, maybe you don't want to do that." You're scaring the people. Just in time flipping. How you been? You flipping anything, or are you finding and flipping? I might even hit. I'm thinking about doing a little thrift run, but they picked the crap out of the Wills here because every time I go in there, there's a pile of them back in the glass section after those Fire King mugs and china and stuff. So who knows? Yeah, that I think I don't know. I think where I'm at, we have Verizon, so their internet. One thing Verizon has good is good internet and good speeds. Uh, it seems to work. Yeah, the StreamYard. It seems like I'm like I'll watch a couple of picklers and they have Comcast and they're freezing all the time. They got to go out and come back in. Um, and then I listen to like 6 people chat and somebody's voice is muffled. So I'm wondering if it's their computer or if it's their internet speed. But we have the choice of like 4 things here. So choice is good for my area, especially Verizon. They're expensive, but they're the best game in town. So you want the best, you got to pay for the best. And I'm not doing a commercial for Verizon. They're happening in my area, and that's good for us. Yeah, this I have an Apple computer. I'm streaming right from this camera here, so not only can you guys see me, but the sneaky people who are always watching, they're seeing me. So everybody say hi right now, sneaky people. I'm not talking bad about anybody. We're just talking about jumping in dumpsters, yard sales, clean outs, picking lockers, all that good stuff that thrills me. Philly Picker, how you doing? So I had Philly Tech and I got Philly Picker. These people were all in my area. We're all and Philadelphia's got to be full of treasure, especially in the. I love to go to Philadelphia and be able to pick those old empty warehouses all along the Delaware River. They got to be loaded with treasure, brand new old stock, beautiful stuff worth tons of money, and it's just sitting there. It'll have mice turds on it and smell musty, but it's still good. You take it and you let the air out a little bit for a couple days, and look what you get. First rate treasure. I'm right by the route. Really? See, I don't have to worry. I don't even know where I think my router's upstairs. So right now, my wife's probably on the phone or a iPad. My daughter's probably on the phone, or not. I got probably 4 things running, and it doesn't bother do anything. Dryer sheets. You know what they're good for? Cannonball factor. I bet, man, that would be cool to get up there. Keeps the critter at bay. You know what those dryer sheets are good for? I did a video when I started doing this. We were glass on Instagram, and we were sea glass hunting, and we got a fly that's called a greenhead. It'll nail the crap out of you. And certain time of year in the summer, these things are thick, really thick. And we was using dryer sheets rubbing our bodies with it, and they bounce off you, but they don't land and bite you. So dryer sheets are good for that. I did find that out. I was amazed. And constant, you'll see flies just bounce off you, but they will not land to suck your blood. So that's a good deal. Rice and steel. Yeah, you could find I'm sure you can find old scales, old typewriters, all that industrial stuff, old metal signs, old porcelain signs. Man, that would be awesome. That's high dollar stuff when you can find old porcelain signs. I got a couple thermometers. I got a Hershey's sign, and I got another old porcelain sign that's cool. But porcelain signs are, especially the oil and gas jobbers. That's why here was it. This is the stuff I want to find too. This is cool stuff. This was found in a barn pick, and even though it's a little beat, it's never been opened. It's top notch, and Harry Mate has been holding it on to it. So that's the original Oilson can, and that's an oldie but goodie. Really. That's the I got a couple cans, but that far play everything. I have onesies, so that's what got me into paying attention to cans was those American pickers, and that's not from a yard sale. But the big thing I told some people about were the cone top beer cans. If you guys ever find any of them Crockers lockers, or if you're in Philadelphia and stuff, you've got in the walls. Well, somebody might be a beer can collector. If you got them out of a locker, you got a little gold mine there. If they're the old cone tops and stuff, but if you went in old walls and old industrial plants and find out where the drinkers were hiding, man, you got thousands and thousands of dollars in beer cans. So, and remember, I told you first, send one down to me so I can show it on one of my lives. But beer cans are big time collectible. You don't check them out, man. Cone top beer cans. Push it in your eBay and look at undersold. There's ones with rusty holes in them that'll go for $400. Hey, Scrappy Horton. That's a Delaware fella. Good morning. What's going on? Coin world. Very good hobby to get in is collecting coins because silver is just going to keep value. Might go down a little, but it's going to be worth something. When other fads go out like Beanie Babies and I'm going to say that Franco Pops down the road and stuff like that, nobody wants it. Jim Beam bottles. I had enough of them and I lost. That's one thing I collected, and it cost me because now they're not worth their buck a piece at a yard sale. But silver and gold is always going to be on the up. Just like Burl Ives was singing in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, silver and gold. Everybody, let's go. Silver and gold. All right, I've been in here for 30-some minutes. I've had people bouncing in, bouncing back out. It's been a good chat this morning. Didn't have a smoothie bowl, so you didn't hear me making noises as I eat because I pre-ate before I came on. Coin World UK, how you doing? Good morning. You just come in just a hair too late because I got to get moving for today. The dog's getting antsy. She wants to go out for the dog park morning walk. So I've done enough chatting for today. Bluegrass, hope to come in later on for a live. Anybody else has lives, I'll be stopping in and seeing what is the word of the day. And I may go see Glass Hunt later on. We'll have to see. But until then, everybody have a good morning. And so I have to say, later. Thank you for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Have a good day.